All right. So first one, rearrange the code to create a valid program. Static void, main, string, args, and then your curly brackets, string message hello, console.write line message, and your closing curly bracket.
Must be no long. How do I get there?
Um,
Long.
are you on C sharp?
Yeah,
Oh,
but I
okay.
don't see same screen. Seeing a different screen.
Are you on C sharp intermediate or are you on the C sharp? Here, I'm gonna send a link in the chat and just click that link and then you'll be on the right one.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and click that and then go to basic concepts and module one quiz. All right, for the second one.
I must be behind then. That's
Um,
what it is.
oh, okay. Well, yeah, just go ahead and get caught up and then let me know once you're caught up so I don't call on you while you're getting caught up. If you need to reference a
Okay.
video, um, there's a video that should help you get caught up on the Facebook. Um, okay, drag and drop from the options below to display the value of X to the screen. Static void, main, string, args, and then your parentheses and int, all this stuff, and then console dot write line. All right, go ahead, answer the next one. Oh, and I'm gonna have to be going in a minute. I'm at the hospital right now visiting my mom and so I'll have you guys work on your resume projects for a little bit while I move to the car after our DoorDash gets here, but just a heads up. So, all right. And the next one, what's the output of this code? Int A equals 4, int B equals 6. Well, if we take B and we do A plus plus, that's um, our post increment. So B is going to be assigned the value of what 4 was, and or of what A currently was before A is incremented. So B becomes 4, and then console write line B plus plus, that's going to increase it by 1, getting us to 5. All right, go ahead, answer the next question. Okay, fill in the blanks to declare two variables of the type int and display their sum to the screen. So we've got int x equals 8, and then int y equals.
There's somebody.
What was that, Peter? Did you have a question, Peter? Nope. Okay. Well, I'm gonna mute you then. Oh, there you go. Okay. Um, and then console dot write line x plus y. Oh, hang on one sec. One of the doctors is here. I'm gonna pause for a second, but answer the next question. Yeah, just keep on working on all of the last few questions on the quiz, and I'll be right back. Oh, and then when you're done, you can start on the practice.
With the water.
It's like a miracle, like over and
Oh, make sure you're done. When you're done with the practice, you raise your hand. Okay, so moving on. So the next one is what's the output of this code? Int x equals 15, y equals 6, and then x modulus equals y. So we're going to take what x is, and then so y goes into x until it's 12 and has a leftover of 3. Okay. And then on this one, so it wants us to uh, take the radius and then figure out what the circumference of the circle is. And since we have, to get that, we have pi times r squared. So the first thing we need to do is to get uh, with radius. First, we have, since it's when it reads it as a string. We need to convert that to a double. To do that, we do convert to double, and then for the double, then we've got, in order to square the radius to the power of 2, we do math dot pow radius 2, and that's gonna combine get the square of um, the radius, and then all we have to do is combine those together, and it gives us the answer. Did anybody else do this a different way, or did everybody answer this the same way as me?
I'm absolutely lost and I can't get this to work.
Oh, okay. You want to do screen share?
Okay.
Well, you should keep all your, you should keep everything in the same, like just like Python, how you keep it on the same line. I don't think it's going to affect it um like Python does, but it's still a good practice to just keep the stuff that's on the same, like keep it even. So like unindent like lines 14, 17, and 18. Okay. So, well, you didn't do any math here, so what you've got to do is first you've got to convert your console dot read. Go ahead and change before the console. Go ahead and click right before the C, but before, yeah, perfect. And now type convert, or actually add a space and then go back, because then it's more likely to pop up. Now type convert with capital C, and this just choose. Oh wait, why is convert not an option? Okay, convert and then type put dot to double with a capital T and a capital D. No, two double, like TO double. Like you're converting it to a double. Okay. And then put that in parentheses. And now you can delete that space between console read. No, the other way. Because you want to put console read inside the convert to double. So then delete that closing one and move that. Or yeah, that works too. Okay. Good. So now you've got that converted to a double, but now we need to do the math. So go ahead and do go to the next line. And get rid of the space after the closing parentheses. Yeah, there you go. Okay, go to the next line. And now we're gonna create something. So go ahead and make it a double. So just type double, lowercase, and then add a space, and well, actually, just call it combo. So just say combo. And then equals. And then, so we're going to want to call on math. So go ahead and type math with a capital M. Yeah, there you go. And then dot pow with a capital P for power. And then go ahead and put parentheses. And in there, do your radius. One second. Okay, and then a comma. And put a 2. Because the math dot pow for the power is going to take the radius and square it. Like if you wanted to do it to the power of 3, like you would put a 3 there, right? And then, but we want it squared, so we're putting a 2. So then put your closing, what's that thing called? Your closing semicolon. Yeah, perfect. And then go to the next line. And then all you need to do is multiply your combo times pi. So let's make it a double. Or actually, you already made a double for solution. So just do solution equals. And then pi times combo.
You're welcome.
The combo you made it with a capital C.
My birthday is tomorrow and oh really? Having my boys here.
And then your closing semicolon. And then you're just gonna put for the console dot write, you're just gonna print solution. So just change that to solution.
I'm sorry, say again?
Puts instead of radius, we're gonna print solution. And then hit run.
Sorry, I didn't put my phone
18
on.
needs to be read line.
Oh yeah, change console.read to console.read line.
With a capital L.
Yeah. On line 18.
The console dot what?
Read line. Okay, now hit run.
I forget about that.
Semicolon at the end on line 21.
Oh, yeah, good catch. Thanks, Kevin. And there you go. No, but Jacob, do you understand what's going on here?
I'm a
I
bit
don't want
lost.
to tell you the answer. Like I want to make sure you understand how we got the answer.
I was able to follow along how we got the answer, but I'm gonna have to go over this a lot more. It's like you said, it's a lot more than what we've been doing before.
Right, yeah. C likes to make things more complicated. But okay, Yeah, so good. So as long as you understand what we're doing and the different tools you've got to use, then we're good to go. All right.
Take a look at mine. I'm a little lost too. I was trying something different. It looks different, but
Yeah, can you do
I just
screen
can't.
share?
Yeah, I can't get it to run.
Oh, this is.
Well, you don't need to print the area the circle is.
Yeah, we were
So
focusing on
just
walking.
go ahead and delete that.
Walk all the way down to the end of the hall. Very good.
And then, so you didn't, do, oh, you just did, huh, I guess that works.
Yeah, that's all I did too. Is I just multiplied
Radius
radius by pi.
Yeah, okay, try running that.
Line 17 needs to be taken out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, that brushes that.
Get rid of the plus on line 22.
Right there, Laura. Okay, you in the.
Well, you needed area, just get rid of plus. And there you go.
I just had
All
too
right.
much.
Yeah. It's all
I'm
good.
having problems with mine.
Okay.
I
You
did it.
want to do screen share?
Yeah. Oops.
And hopefully your screen share still works.
Hopefully.
And that one was going off, that must be. Yeah, this was okay.
Can you see my screen?
No.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
This one. Stop that. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Can you see my screen?
Oh yeah, awesome. Okay. So
Well, that's the idea.
Line 16 double is spelled wrong.
oh yeah.
Ah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and the thing about double, like it'll pop up blue if you do it right. So that's something to look for. So yeah,
16.
yeah, line 16. You're on 15 right now.
Oh, 16. That would be the reason. Nope, did it again.
There you go. Okay, so it is not okay, you didn't so just put double before solution. Because you need to either declare it as a double on a separate line or just before. So on line 17, click before you have solution and just type double.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like Python that can just figure out what you want it to be. And add a space between double and solution. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and hit run.
All right.
Okay. And
Okay, thank you.
Same question to you. Do you understand like how we got this and the different tools to use to get it? Not just putting the answer.
I think so.
Okay,
But
do
like
you
Jacob,
have questions on it?
boy, I don't even. I don't know where to begin to ask questions.
Well, just pick somewhere. So I want to make sure you guys understand it. And
uh, I kind of understand it, but I need to work with it some more,
okay, well that makes sense. Just
I guess.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well that sounds good. So Moving on. Did anybody else need help with this one? Nope. Okay. In that case, we will move on.
That's not what I wanted to do.
All right. So two if statements. Roger, can you read this one?
The if statement is a conditional statement that executes a block of code when a condition is true. The general form of the if statement is if condition, curly brackets, execute the code with the condition is true, close brackets. The condition can be any expression that returns true or false. The code above will evaluate the condition, x is greater than y. If it is true, the code inside the if block will execute. When only one line of code is in the if block, the curly braces can be omitted. For example, if x is greater than y, console.writeLine, x is greater than y.
All right, so we're all very familiar with the if statement, used it in Python, JavaScript, and now C#. And it's actually the same syntax as JavaScript, so that'll make it easier to remember. Um, but any questions on this? Nope. Okay. And then moving on, go ahead, answer the next question. Okay. Fill in the blanks to display welcome to the screen when age is greater than 16. If age greater than 16, and then print welcome. All right. David, can you read this one?
Rational operators. Use rational operators to evaluate conditions. In addition to the less than and greater than operators, the following operators are available. Less than, equal to, or greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, not equal to. Run the code to see how it works.
All right. This is also the same as all the other languages, so and they don't do it any differently. So, all right, go ahead and start on the practice and raise your hand once you're done. Okay, a lot of you are done. So with this one, I just wanted you to do an if statement, and if it's less than or equal to 19, then go ahead and print take your Kindle. Any questions on that? Anyone stuck on this one?
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Who was that? I couldn't hear.
It's me again.
Oh, okay, no worries. All right, you want to do screen share?
Okay.
Oh, you just forgot your semicolon at the end. There you go.
Oh,
Oh, and you forgot to print something. Sorry, not semicolon. Actually, that needed with your ifs because it's an if statement. You need your curly brackets and then the console dot write line. Um, take your Kindle. And you should probably get in the habit of when you're doing an if statement, doing it on a new line, new line.
okay.
So like click like right before your C, but before you're closing your bracket, and then hit enter. Yeah, there you go. And then you want to bring the closing curly bracket to the next line too, just so that then it's more like Python, where you can see that it's like tab,
Got it.
so okay, that's your if block.
Okay, so now I need to put console.write line and then uh
And then yeah, take your Kindle.
and do what?
Take your Kindle. So in quotes, just type take your Kindle because it's expecting if it's and actually you just put less than, needs to be less than and equals to on line 17.
$17 less than or equals to.
Yeah. And then you
Okay.
got to put your take your Kindle in quotes to make it a string.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Same question to you. Are you tracking like how this works and everything? You just needed some help with it. Oh, wait, we're missing something. Oh yeah,
Semicolon.
now you're missing that semicolon. That's what I thought was going on in the first place.
Line 18.
Yeah.
If you look at the error message
Oh,
where
okay,
it
yeah.
says user code file 0.cs, 18 is the line where the error is.
Okay.
and it tells you too. It says semicolon expected at the very end right there.
Okay. Yes, semicolon. Okay.
I
Yeah.
think the 18 is the line, and isn't 54 the character? Like how many characters over is where the error is?
Um, I believe so, but we don't need to
Okay.
take the time to count. But that's probably including your spaces for your
Let's make
tabs
some.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So all right, let's hit continue. Oh, all right. Was anybody else stuck on that one? Needed help? If so, just unmute and let me know. Shoot, I didn't plug my computer in. One sec.
Yeah, I am. I'm stuck on it.
Okay, could you do screen share?
Yes.
You need an opening curly bracket at the end of line 14. That one's a closing. It's the other curly bracket.
Well, so yeah, you need your
Just an
you
opening
need an
one at the end of
opening,
night.
and oh no, you've got, oh, it's just way off on the, so at the right after your, you got parentheses, your closing parentheses. So like after you've typed everything on line 14, put your opening, no, after you've typed everything. So like one over to the right. No. So go to the very end of line 14. There you go. And now put your opening parentheses and then delete the other one that was added. Is it this one? It was making sound earlier. And then let's go ahead and tab, even though you don't need to, let's go ahead and tab over line 21. Just because it's just to get in the practice of having like everything in that block of code tabbed over so it's more clear that where it is and everything. Okay, so now go ahead and hit run.
There still needs to be another closing curly bracket after line 21. Because the one that there's for the main method.
Oh yeah, that is the main. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and hit enter. Or there you go, that works. Expected on line 4. No, oh, 14. Looks like a 4. Well, that's not right. Oh, your
If the I is capitalized.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Age does not exist. Oh, yeah, you need to put that line 15 outside that if block because it needs to happen before you
Oh my
can
gosh.
you can compare the if state. No, the next line 15. Cut that. No, the whole thing. Yeah, there you go. And then yeah, go up there and just hit enter and paste it. No. You don't want it there though. Well, whatever, just hit run. I don't, normally you wouldn't have that there, you'd have it even with the others, but that's fine for this point. Okay, was anybody else needing help with this one? And same thing, do you understand what's going on here, David? So like, let me walk you through it.
I do, but I don't understand why the curly brackets needed to be there if there were curly brackets here and here that these lines were in.
So those are each in, so the curly brackets are for each block of code. So like the first, so let's look at line 7. So line 7, you've got your namespace, solo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we'll learn about, don't worry about namespace, we'll learn about it later. But if you see right after it on line 8, that's everything in that namespace, right? So those curly brackets. So everything has to be curly bracketed. And then if you look at line 9, with the class, see how you have a curly bracket right there. So that's
Underneath it,
everything.
yeah.
That's everything for the class program, right? And then you got your static void main, craziness. And then so those curly brackets right there for line 12 and 22 that you were talking about, that's for that. So
Okay.
so it's not like Python where you just add a tab and then it's in the right line, it's good to go, right?
Okay.
Everything has to be in curly brackets.
Gotcha.
And then any new stuff you add has to have the curly brackets too. So does
All
that
right.
make sense now?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, well, cool.
All right.
All right, did anybody else need help with this one?
I have the car. And when I was walking down the hall. Today,
Okay, and moving on.
I don't know why, it's standing up. They were talking. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessary, but I'm aware.
Oh, which is the correct operator for equality testing and equals equals. Okay, Peter, can you read this one?
James or
I think he was watching the YouTube video to catch up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Good looking out. Brian, can you read this one?
Sure. The else clause, an optional else clause, can be specified to execute a block of code when the condition in the if statement evaluates to false. Run the code, see how it works.
All right. Any questions on this one? Nope. Okay, go ahead and answer the next question. All right, so this one, if uh, A is or greater than B, then console write line A, else we're gonna console write line B. Sandra, can you read this one?
Nested if statements. You can also include or nest if statements within another if statement. For example, you can nest an unlimited number of if else statements. For example, tongue twister. Remember, to all else clauses must be corresponding if statements. Whatever that means. Confusing.
All right, go ahead and answer the next question. Okay. Nested if statements. What is the output of this code? A equals 8, B equals postfix or prefix A. So before we're going to increment A to be 9 and then assign it to the value of B. So B is now 9, and if A is less than or is greater than 5, well, A is 9, so it's greater than 5. We're going to take B and minus equals 3. So from 9, we're going to take 3. And then when we go print this, it's not going to do the else because that doesn't count. And then when it prints it, it's 6. Any questions on that one? Okay. Will, can you read this one?
Sure can. If else if statement, can use the to decide among the three or more actions. For example, remember that an if can have zero or more else ifs, and they must come before the last else, which is optional. Once an else if success, none of the remaining else ifs or else cause will be tested.
All right, go ahead, answer the next one. All right. How many nested if statements can an if statement contain? As many as you want. Mark, can you read this one?
Switch. The switch statement provides a more elegant way to test a variable for quality against a list of values. Each value is called a case, and the variable begins switched on is checked for each switch case. Each case represents a value to be checked, followed by a colon, and the statement to get executed if that case is matched. A switch statement can include any number of cases. However, no two case label may contain the same constant value. The break statement that ends each case will be converted shortly.
All right, go ahead, answer the next question. All right. This one, fill in the blanks to create a valid switch statement. We need switch, and then for each of our cases, we have the semicolon at the end and case before whichever you're trying to compare to. So do you guys remember case switch statements from JavaScript? It's the same thing where you're just seeing if it equals that value. All right. Trisha, can you read this one?
Yeah. The default case. In a switch statement, the optional default case is executed when none of the previous cases match. The default code executes when none of the cases matches the switch expression. And then make a game where the player can choose the difficulty level.
All right. So go ahead and start on the practice and raise your hand once you're done.
Hey, Brenda.
Hang on 1 minute, Tim.
Yeah. Hi. Hey, never mind, Brenda. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, what's up, Tim?
Hey, I'm stuck. I fell behind because my computer got lagged and jetted me off. But I'm on the if statement stuff, and there's a question I need help with.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do screen share?
Yes, please. What is the output of this code? I have 8, but then A is
It's
B,
gonna
which is
be
9.
6.
6. I
Yeah.
didn't trust. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, just a reminder, make sure you add break statements after each of your blocks of code for your case statements.
Thursday road. Otherwise, not
Okay.
sure he wants me to come home.
Seems like a lot of you are done now, so we'll go ahead and go over this one. So with this one, I just wanted you to create a switch statement where they took the integer of num, and if num was 1, then it print easy, and then if num's 2, print medium, num 3, hard. You didn't have to add a default, but you can add default for invalid option. Is anybody stuck on this one and still needs help?
I am getting a fault in my test case 4.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
I'm getting a fault in my test case 4.
Oh, okay. Can you go ahead and do screen share?
Detail because I grew up in a Korean church, everyone was Korean, and so anytime anyone needed a meal tray, like always the same kind of soups and dishes, and it didn't occur to me, oh, like we're crossing a cultural like difference here. Like, what food do you bring around?
Well, you didn't add case. You, or never mind. You did default. Hmm. Easy. Go to the problem.
Maybe you've got for your case
Oh,
3,
you have
you've got
31. Yeah, you have 31. It just needs to be case 3.
Oops.
Yeah, no worries. You probably copied case 1.
I did. I
times, right?
copied the case and multiple and just did it so I didn't
Change the
typo.
numbers and the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that a lot too. They say you're not supposed to do that, but everybody does that. Okay. Does anybody else stuck on that one?
I think I have a typo or something somewhere.
Okay, can you do screen share?
Right. But then that's almost like when you know it's really the spirit, right? And it's really the law that's coming through at that point because you know you can gear up for certain things that you know aren't on the way, but
Can you scroll down?
That's as far as it lets me go. Oh, here.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's see what the enlarge. Okay, hold on. So on line 31.
Need a break on case 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It all starts to run together after a while.
Yeah. And that's why it's generally a good idea to tab those over. You don't need to correct it right now, but just in the future, anytime you have a colon, you're gonna want to tab it over, just like Python, how you have a colon, you're gonna tab over that block of code. Just for readability for this, but also just so that when you're doing Python, which is what you're gonna do the vast majority of the time, you don't forget to do that then. Okay. Anybody else stuck on that one?
Yeah, so he's in facilities now. We finally have that.
No. Okay.
Yeah, so he had an interesting turn of
So
at his work, where he decided at the end of this year very quickly. And very, I think
this one, default case, switch, break, default.
situation.
Okay.
So we were all very ready here. Yeah. And so he put in by the end of the January, he was done. And yeah, talk to Bob.
Yeah.
I think Bob was trying to make sure it didn't come off too obvious.
Samantha, can you read this one?
The break statement. The role of the break statement is to terminate the switch statement. Without it, execution continues past the matching case statements and follows through to the next case statements, even when the case labels don't match the switch variable. This behavior is called fall through, and modern C# compilers will not compile such code. All case and default code must end with a break statement. The break statement can also be used to break out of a loop. You will learn about loops in coming lessons.
Okay. So go ahead, answer the next question.
Used to be right next to share.
Okay. What would occur if we forget to include a break statement at the end of a case code? Compile error. And remember we talked about how with C it's compiled as opposed to just with Python. It just when you run it, it just runs it all together, compiles it without even you knowing. Well, it's still kind of the same, but slightly different. All right, go ahead. Actually, that should be the last one. That is a good place to end for the day. So I'm gonna log out and log back in. I will be right back, and you guys just start working on your resume projects.
Korean church traditions, like, don't go back very far, to be honest, because a lot of Korean church